Logo type of Expo 2017 was chosen. Now there is one more challenging task in front of the organizers – to find position with an architectonic symbol. About this and not only this soon. Travel through time. How does the unusual clock work in Astana? The House of Glass. What should the House of Future be? And the great inventions of 19th century. What did the exhibition in Paris give the world in 1855? Scale of preparation in Astana for Expo was estimated by the main international monitor of worldwide exhibition. Recently he has been to the young capital. He has looked over the square of Future Expo Town 2017. This is about 200 hectares. The special guest likes the scale of Kazakhstan project. At the meeting with Nursultan Nazarbayev, ideological inspirer of Organization of World Achievement Exhibition in Kazakhstan, Vicente Los Hortales marked the speed and efficiency of preparation. There will be the presentation of architectonic decisions of Expo Town this week in Astana. All the Astanese and guests of capital will be able to estimate the best 50 projects of exhibition's pavilions. The detailed plan of action, so-called registration dossier, which reveals the subject and content of exhibition Future Energy, how it will be covered, and how in the following, after 2017, the objects will be used, expect to defend in general headquarters in Paris.
I have had the honor to be received by the President of the Republic to inform him about the progress in the preparation of Expo 2017 Astana. We have been, involved in the series of meetings during these days, taking into consideration all the key elements.
The huge sun clock appears in Astana. NFR, spoiled by technical progress consciousness, imagines device running on solar battery power. You'll be mistaken. But they are sun rays that bring into action cunning device which allows to travel through time. As Maya measured time, so ancient nomads determined time by following a shadow on a dial. Time zone, 51 degree of latitude and 71 degree of longitude, the exact coordinates of sun clock. Astana is situated here. That's why the time is precise Estonian time, to a precision of several minutes. It is calculated mathematically simple, an architect persuades. The device is very simple. It is invented in the Stone Age. Yes, it's sunrise and setting of the sun and height of solstice over the horizon. The play of light and shadow is the main active force which brings into action this whole clock drive, in which there is more philosophical than mathematics. The hand of the clock is made of history memorial. There are the most important dates of world history on it. The shadow falls from it to the dial as a spiral of time. By the way, the hand is made of marble blocks mathematically precisely and consists of 16 radiuses. And this garden, which symbolizes the very life, in reality a half-round hand. They play a role of time gear wheel. And everything in this clock, even figures, say about impermanence of life. That's why our time zones on the hands of the clock are made of coins, to outline the value of every moment, every hour. On the clock, even the motto of creators is engraved: time is fleeting, be able to subdue every moment to yourself, and they suggest their way, in fact, too. On the dial, which is made in the form of spiral with gear wheel, there are several ways where people can choose their route: to move on the big radius, to see more, to walk slowly, or to move in less radius, or overjump and leave out some parts of the way to achieve target. And we invite you to Astana. Welcome to Astana, where time is flowing faster. House of Glass. There are many of these, you'll say, and you'll be right. But in this case, its owner created it himself. Inventor says that his glass is energy conservative. It allows to save the warm even in severe 40 below zero. That's not rarely for Astana. Almost everything in the house of inventor is made of glass. Moreover, in his office, even photo, by sight it's stained glass, but not simple, with a secret. Glass is many-sided material and it has peculiarities to permit light and not to vent. It depends on tuning. The main secret between plies of glass, cover-ups and paints, which are used for a fresco on the glass, are homemade thermal insulants. They are able to permit rays and not to vent them. The inventor persuades that he is on the edge of discovery of new construction material. You can decorate home with this glass. 3 centimeters of such wall can replace 60 centimeters of brickwork. There is paint isolator and my own isolating materials, and depth is just 3 centimeters 2 millimeters. If it's a 40 outside, it will be plus 25 at home. The inventor is ready to build smart pavilion of his own glass at EXPO 2017, the center of innovations of small business. Everything in it will work by alternative sources. Everything is of glass. 80% of water supply it will get from sun energy, 70% of electrical energy it will get from sun energy, and about 60% of heating it will get from sun energy. Our sun is very active, its activity is more than wind power. But solar panels will be used partly. The most important thing is to get energy, but to modify it to electrical and safe. So Kazakhstani Kulibin now works upon creation of thermal battery, effective accumulator of solar energy. He promises to show his work in 2017, and he wants to prove that Astana isn't only an exporter of black gold, but also innovations. And now back to 19th century. The initiative of British people, who became discoverers of great exhibition, was taken up by the French. In 1855 they made the worldwide exhibition of industrial assets, agriculture and fine art. Where could such major event take place? Certainly on the Champs-Élysées and under the patronage of Prince Napoleon. Certainly, the exhibition in Paris had to excel by size its London predecessor, and Napoleon Joseph Charles Paul Bonaparte, nephew of Emperor Napoleon Bonaparte, more famous as Prince Napoleon, did his best to astonish the world. In 1855, representatives of 34 countries who replaced their pavilion on 16 hectares came to Paris. As answer to London Crystal Palace, they built the Palace of Industry in Paris, on the place of which Grand Palais was built in 1900. Then public can see for the first time cement of Engineer Vic, the aluminium blades of Henry St. Clair Deville and Robert fabric of American Goodyear. The demonstration of agricultural machine was organized in full play for the first time. It is calculated that over 5 million of people visited the exhibition, but it didn't benefit to organizers. However, it didn't discourage the French to hold exhibitions at home over and over again. By the beginning of 20th century, it had been holding for 4 times. The exhibition of 1867 led off new tendency. The exhibits of participating countries were located in specially built national pavilions. Visitors can see Tyrolean village, Russian izba, Egyptian caravanserai, East minaret, Turkish baths, Chinese theater, English cottage, American rancho, Netherlandish farm, and even reconstructed catacombs of Rome. Just at this exhibition, people first met with such inventions as the telegraph apparatus of Hugo, electrical glimmers, underwater cable, and many other things. Profound interest was generated by hydraulic lift, ball bearings, mechanical kneader. And this is the main event of French exhibition of 1899, and why the well-known Eiffel Tower had to be taken to pieces after exhibition. All of this in our next release. We'll meet in a week. See ya.